Good morning, cadets. Welcome back to our control playthrough, where I'm gonna use the lift to just get close to central research first, and then think, yeah, parapsychology, and then double back to Richard Division. I think that's gonna be the way. Right. What do I have here? From all the things that I got, I believe I replaced the health. I got the level 5 one, and I think one of the other things from the weapons, but I can't remember which one was it. And that was pretty much it. Okay, you know what? Since nothing is happening here, or the encounter hasn't started, I'm gonna go parapsychology first. Because, actually, I could have taken the elevator here. Never mind. I'll just levitate from central research if need be. Okay, we don't need to a bunch of enemies here. Anyhow. They're out. I think it was the radius for the charge weapon, I think. Can't remember right now. Anywho. Right, where is... Here, maybe? This is just the lab. I mean, it could be... Nope, doubt it. Yeah, I was trying to see if I can follow these ones. Or it could be, actually. Was there this mold here last time? Oh, hi.
One of those mold hosts.
Right, yeah. I'm actually on the right path. So there should be 2 more. Just follow the things that are on the floor. Gotcha. Alright, where could be next? Hypnosis lab? Am I seeing any... I'm not seeing any trails. Okay, nothing here. Wait, wasn't it there? Yeah, there's the stairs I'm looking for. Already got that chest. Yeah, I'm seeing more mold up here. Another one. But then where will be the last one then? I guess through here? Maybe? Already had this one, right? Yeah, okay.
An early hypothesis was that the mindscape of the astral plane is...
Ah, okay. I literally this was actually the way I got to explore parapsychology originally. Okay. Guess we're done here. Yeah, there it is. Okay, been a while since I've been in that particular area of this sector. Now, central research. I mean, central research has a big area that would have mold. Although, I have a feeling, yep. And that's where we had the song. Ah, fiddlestick. Right, where's that orb? Said orb, not you. Oh, stop running. POS. Perfect. Okay, anybody else? Cool. Can I look around peacefully now? At least that way. Okay. Since I clear this, I guess I could go to psychology back and deliver the countermeasure. See what else I want to get. Charge velocity, that's level 2s. That's maintenance. No shatter. Not in the mood. Maintenance. His. I guess I'll get the his distorted. That doesn't matter which sector I am. I guess now that I think about it, it should have been central research, then for psychology, and from there I can get to ritual division because I don't need to take the lift. Okay, don't think I have anything else on the low levels. Oh, I see you there, buddy. You're out. Yeah, thought I could hide, huh? I already checked this area, but I want to see if he dropped something of importance. I don't know, I'm gonna go all the way up and then make my way. Okay, that's gonna start again, don't need to listen. That's towards the ashtray maze. Don't need. Get there. I think I might have an idea where exactly that is. Maybe here? Let's have some mold. Do you have any mold guys around here? Also, am I immune actually to walk through here? I am. Perfect. The hammer procedures. That's the key. Game hammer. Note, per archival mandates 8.80, this document has been edited to meet current administrative standards. Certain terminology may be out of date. Containment procedure, no method for suppressing the items or thaumaturgical effect is yet known. To prevent infection, wear proper safety gloves when handling. The item is a wooden mallet from a high striker carnival game. A long wooden handle extends from the head. The item infects any organic material with an unknown disease upon making physical contact. The effects of this disease are similar to leprosy, but develop at a much faster rate. Within a matter of days, tissue loss develops in the limbs closest to the point of infection. While the disease itself has not yet claimed any lives, secondary infection has resulted in numerous deaths. Ew. Now, are you here, buddy? Now, since I can walk through these areas, now there's a couple more areas that have these kind of things. Okay, so you are not part of the mold host? Really? And if it's not here, then where? Cut that one up there. There's the distorted. Nice. And there's another distorted around here. Or was. Okay, the charge mode is really OP if handled properly. Are there any chance in a shelter? Oh, no mold here. And it should show outside then, right? Oh, bathrooms. Yep. Cool. We're done. Essential research. I guess I can deal with these guys. Yeah, he tried to hide. He tried. Funny that he managed to dodge, but then not exactly dodge. Okay, since I did his distorted, let's turn that in. Weapon armor damage. I think that's one of the first thing. Well, the first time that I get that one. Demolition experts. Yeah, I'll select that one. And from here... And I can take the lift. Am I lazy about it? Or not? If I just wanna levitate. Actually, whatever that... Okay, it's up there. Yeah, I'm gonna levitate. Although... How long this took me, I think I could have easily just taken the lift. And I actually had this here as well. Since this is the only way to get to Ritual Division for now. I think this with levitate is not that far away. Demolition experts here. Nice. Here. Cool. Although music still kind of goes. And I can get that one. Nice. Surge maneuvers level 1. Nope. That's executive. Right, I'm gonna hold on. I don't know. I don't really want to reshuffle. This would take me up here. Right next to me. Or next to me. Now, I wonder, are there any guys? I don't think I'll have any of you guys hidden up there. Alright? You never know. I'm assuming you were the one that was... Yep. You were keeping the fight still on. No more rubber duck. Okay, where are you guys? Is that... mold? Nope.
What do you make of these
This
hits?
is the lab.
They strike me as instinctual. Less conscious, more like a collective impulse.
Okay, then... Oh, but this is... Oh. Oops. Right, forgot I have this shortcut here. Never mind.
Do you have a spare diamond?
What? No. Why?
I want to see where Blackwell prisms lie in those scale apartments.
Where exactly are these guys? Found that guy up in the office. And then the rest where? Because you're telling me ritual division. Oh, hold up. Synchronicity lab. That could be an area. Would there be both of them there? And I'm seeing mold. Oh, definitely at least one of you is here. Up there. Okay, that's one. And then the third would be... Where? Oh, this I need level 6. Which I don't have. I don't think these guys kind of spawn one after another. I mean, you find one and then the second one spawns, right? Although, usually the one. Cool.
I think that's the last one. I should let Underhill know.
This wasn't exactly ritual division, but sure, we'll let it slide. I mean, I could potentially fast travel, but then I have to backtrack. I think I prefer to do this. Actually, not this. Where was the... Oh, you know what? I steer a bit more faster this way. Because I can just levitate from the top and not take the lift. Yeah, I'm just gonna go through here. Maybe I'll have another encounter. Nothing yet. And then from here I can just... It was this way, I think. Yeah. Just slowly... Ah, of course I used the lift. I was hoping the lift was down so I can just continuously float down. Alright, Underhill.
I'm feeling a bit hungry. You hungry, Steve?
I found the hosts. They won't be spreading any more mold.
Well done. I'll send burn teams to sanitize the locations. I'm beginning to wonder if these hosts are originating outside the threshold in independent patches of mold growth.
You don't sound very optimistic.
Optimism is for farmers, as my mother always said. I suppose you could now return to that hiss business you all seem so concerned about.
This woman has some incredible tunnel vision.
Yeah, you can say that again. And... Okay, nothing new.
Thanks for the information.
Discussions. Perfect.
It came from...
Okay. And that means... Okay, I have the Langston Runaways, which again, it's in the containment. But I don't have access to one of them, so there's no point to go for one of them and then... wait. So I guess... Yeah.
Beyond the mold. It's alive. Maybe.
Almost certainly.
At least you're keeping your spirits up. Not exactly laughing matter, but you know. You can't stay doom and gloom all the time. All right. I'm gonna deal with these guys first. Apparently did not have 4 troopers. I was hoping to have 4. I still had 4 troopers, but I didn't. Okay, again, I'm just gonna go to executive via the normal lift. It's fine. Okay, executive, here we come. All right. Let's see if we have something new around here. I thought you were a character I have met. What about you? I'm curious if, what was his name, Wells? Is he here around? Because we told him to come here.
If Trench was still around,
Oh.
he'd have stopped us.
Wait, what's behind here first? It is a document. Television proposal. Television show proposal. Based on the success of America Overnight, we would like to propose the creation of a television series that presents superstition and skeptical thought as entertainment. In order to popularize these concepts among the civilian population, create less resistance to redirecting information regarding public supernatural events. We can also use a solid media outlet to test supernatural concepts on civilian audiences, seeing how they react to certain facts presented as fiction, in the event that the Bureau ever decides to make certain realities public knowledge. There are various show licenses that we could purchase and reboot rather than starting from scratch. One particular property seems promising, especially considering its content and tone are precisely what we're looking for. It's called Night Springs, and has been off the air for a few years now. Is this a bit of a Easter egg towards X-Files by any chance?
Marshall didn't give me any orders before she left.
No.
Guess I'll just keep managing inventory.
I actually have 2 things. What's with this one? Put the record in. Ask Arish. Oh, Arish is right here. What are you about to give me this quest, Arish?
I found
so
this
high.
token. Any idea what it does?
Ah, that is a jukebox token. Little bastards turn up in the weirdest places, like bad pennies. The Rangers use them to activate an old object of power.
A jukebox, I assume. Does it have any good songs?
Nope, just the one record. Hey, be careful turning it on, though. When it's playing, you get a free trip to the formation.
The formation? That sounds ominous. Why does it send you there?
The Bureau has been wondering that for years. I mean, it's just a pile of rocks built by God knows who, but... Well, researchers have confirmed it's in the same threshold as the quarry. Well, no one's ever been able to map a physical route to the formation from maintenance.
So it's in the quarry. You just don't know where.
Pretty much. We only send in annual expeditions to the formation now. Checkups, Salvador calls them. This year's team went in the day the hiss arrived. Come to think of it, the song should have brought back hours ago.
I can go in and take a look.
I'd appreciate that. The jukebox is kept just past the security booth over there. Just put in the token and enjoy the ride.
Right, hold up. I'm just
I
gonna...
have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
Do I still have... Okay, I still have... Initial quest. Now I kinda... forgot about it and realized. How would I know if I'm doing DLC stuff? Because I do have the DLCs, and now I wonder if some of these were DLC or not. And I'm actually surprised that we did not tell them about, well, I kind of thought Salvador. You know, Salvador is being taken by the Hiss. Okay. Let's talk with him again.
I don't think I ever told you this, but I was actually on the path to being a ranger once. Did the whole boot camp thing. Even got rookie status. Anyway, not the point. My old ranger squad was a great bunch. There was 6 plus me. Remus, Hazard, Cho, Guy, Hepton, Stoll, and Thompson. They were supposed to get back from an expedition yesterday. We had beers and wings planned. Problem is, they weren't here when Darling handed out the HRAs.
Then they had nothing protecting them from the Hiss.
You see, they prepped for the worst, but I think that we're already past that. We all wore these pouches around our neck, and I really don't want the Hiss to get them. Could you find him for me? The squad would have come back through maintenance, but they probably spread out from there.
I'll keep an eye out for them, Arish. And I won't let them stay Hiss.
Alright. Hopefully this did not change the conversation here. Okay, let's talk about more about Blackrock.
What's the deal with Blackrock?
Oh, fuck. Don't get me started on Blackrock. You know, ever since research found out that it blocks paranatural stuff, they have just been parading dangerous materials in and out of the fucking quarry. Fucking lab coats, man. Love making my job harder.
Sounds like there's some tension between departments.
Still, at least the quarry's got a good view of the night sky. You know, me and Salvador used to have after-work beers down there.
That's not gonna happen anymore then. What more on Darling?
What do you know about Dr. Darling?
About as much as anybody, I guess. Head of research, loves to hear himself talk. All of those science types absolutely do. He's been acting a little bit psycho recently. Although HR told me not to use that word, so...
Everyone thinks finding Darling will lead us to the answers. But if he's completely lost it, then what help could he be?
Who knows? Right, more about the Rangers.
You're security, right? Do you work with Rangers?
Not often. Rangers are specially trained in threshold reconnaissance and ground zero AWE response. Security is more interested in the dangers inside the Bureau.
They must see some weird stuff out there.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, every week they are tackling things that were previously unknown to the human experience. Most Rangers, they retire due to cognitive collapse. I looked up the medical definition. Not fun.
Okay, what more on thresholds?
How does the Bureau handle thresholds?
Handle might be a bit of an optimistic way to put it. Marshall sends her Rangers in to map them, check growth rates, locate epicenters, take samples, measure stuff, basically.
Sounds like he's done his homework.
Now, down in maintenance, thresholds are used just like any other tool. The lab coats mine black rock from one, maintenance siphons water from another. We use it for pretty much everything, except drinking.
Why don't you drink it? Do I even want to know?
Yeah, a lot of time we find these little chunks in it. It's pretty gross.
I didn't want to know.
Yeah. We really should have had asked then. Okay, what about the Marshal?
What do you think of Marshall?
Marshall? Marshall's a fucking badass. Rangers could not ask for a better leader. She's a little, intense, but given the stuff she's seen, I'm not surprised. She does have a bad habit of disappearing, though.
Where does she go?
Last time she vanished, I did some digging into the security logs. I found camera footage of her entering the quarry. She was down there alone for days. Now, typically that's not allowed, but Marshall is kind of above the rules.
I wonder what she finds so interesting in the quarry.
Maybe we'll find out. Nope, thank you for the informations.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
We all have to keep busy. Jukebox cost tokens can be constructed control points or through bureau alerts and defeating elite enemies. Okay. So what's the point of it then? And then These guys looks like they're all in maintenance. To be honest, what does it show on the map? Yeah, quick fast travel. I believe ventilation was the first one. Or you know what? Actually, if we're gonna go there, probably just take the elevator normally from here, so I can get so I can pass the janitor's office as well. I might as well check to see if he has something new. Yeah, that could be an entire video actually. Me doing this side quest, and then we have the jukebox. Okay, let me just get the multi-launch, and afterwards I wanna go for big. Oh, nice, another achievement. Then I wanna go for the large object. That's gonna be 4 more points, and I can have all the 3 at the launch complete. I'm not using minis, so I don't think there's a point to invest in this one. And afterwards, maybe levitation with the ground slam. Focus on that one. C's I've not been using a lot either, so either shield, complete that one, and actually, what else do I have here? While holding shield, use evade to rush an enemy and knock them back. Okay, so maybe either shield or levitate. These might be the focuses. And, well, then of course, with the C's. He also constructs 5 set of tokens. I guess I have... How many do I have though? Can I see? Are they not put in assets? Yes, they are. Accesses expeditions when inserted into the jukebox. Okay. And I have 3 of them for starters. And containment is nodes in the containment sector. Right. But you know what? Yeah, let's talk with Emily. Events will be the main plot.
Resonance emitted from the HRAs is purely antithetical to every variant of the Hiss signal I can arrange. But how did Darling create it?
I'll find out. Actually, we do have some documents here. Timeline of events. To examine the invasion's timeline of events for possible patterns in his behavior. Establishing a timeline is difficult at present because of lack of reliable communication between bureau, sectors, and staff. Preliminary models indicate ground zero of the invasion is located within the executive sector. Once it becomes possible to interview surviving personnel, pinpointing the exact location should be feasible. Other outstanding questions that a timeline might help answer. How did the Hiss get past the internal lockdown? How does Hiss resonance advance through space? Deliberately or uniformly? What is their ultimate goal? The outside world? A cross-dimensional destination? Refer to redacted full report. And this is by director of the Order of Director Justice Faden. Then speech analysis. If you understand the Hiss to be a force based on vibration and resonance, then perhaps their incantation, which is now the agreed upon term for their vocalizations, is an effort to express that resonance using human vocal cords and speech. Would there be differences if the incantation were recited in a different language? The most common word used is want. Interestingly, every usage of the word is attributed to a you. You want to listen. You want this to be true. You must want these waves to drag you away. Are we the you the Hiss are referring to? Does the Hiss believe humanity, possibly all non-Hiss life, wants to join it? To be consumed by it? Is that its goal? The second most used words are through and time. Is this possibly that he's stating how they arrived here, or an indication of its age? There is clear intention in these words. Dismissing the incantation as nonsense, as some of my colleagues recommend, is beyond idiotic. B42, redacted for full report. Again, by order of director Jesse Faden. Okay.
It's happening. After all these years, Dylan is here. But am I too late?
How is he? I need to know. He's clearly been affected by the hiss, but it's different than any other manifestation we've recorded. Maybe what makes you so special is genetic. He was a prime candidate. Or maybe it's Polaris protecting him, something else affecting the situation. I need to run tests. He seems more in control, more present.
I want to see him. My brother. Or is he?
Of course. Now, Marshall set up an HRA-warded cage to contain him. It's on the upper floor, up the stairs.
Okay, I need to go.
Jesse, be careful.
We'll try, I guess. Do you have any chance, any more conversation we can have?
Hi, Jesse.
Yeah, we do. What about Blackrock?
I visited the quarry. What's the plan for all that black rock?
The Bureau has used Blackrock almost exclusively for containment purposes. See, I say, branch out. Instead of boxes, helmets. Instead of blast shields, knives.
Knives?
Yes, knives! So many combat applications. Slicing, stabbing, gouging, or...
Okay.
Sorry. I've been trying to get Darling to explore combat applications for years. I got a little excited.
Wow. I did not expect that from her.
I would say a bit too excited. Right. What about Arish?
This place is looking good. Arish is making real progress around here.
Right? This place is a fortress. And with him taking care of operations here, I can spend more time analyzing the hiss. I've been attempting to isolate and neutralize the hiss resonance in blood samples, but no luck so far.
So you can't reverse it?
Not yet, but perhaps reversing it is too simple. See, if hiss resonance can rewrite human genetics, then perhaps it's a question of rewriting the hiss resonance. I mean, in theory, that could pave the way for custom human genetic alteration.
I wonder how often the phrase mad scientist is used around here.
I think that would be common here. Okay, what's the status of the HRA production?
How is HRA production coming along?
Better than expected. We've already made enough to get people out of a couple safe rooms. They're here, alive, thanks to you. We never would have lasted this long if you hadn't walked in those doors.
You deserve thanks too, of course. We got this place up and running together, Emily.
Okay, that's pretty much it.
I should be going. Enjoy your data.
Oh, I will.
Maybe not that much. As you kind of made me think when you talked about the military applications.
Oh my god, did she have to write everything in her made-up gibberish code? Marshall, they're serious.
Okay, where exactly? And would Dylan be?
We're stabilizing. Marshall abandons us. I'm sick of no one telling us what's going on.
Information's always
The ones we said upstairs.
I need to fucking know. I'm an upper-level executive, damn it.
So where exactly? Here? Oh, he's here. Cool.
You are a worm through time. The thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror inverted is made right. Leave your insides by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been in there. You want this to be true. We stand around you while you dream. You can almost hear our words, but you forget. Through time, the thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes.
That
Pearls, but yellow and red in the eye.
is not looking great.
The inverted is made right. Leave your inside by the door.
It looks like there's nothing else here.
You've always been near you. You want this to be
Okay.
true. You are a worm through time.
Shit.
The thunderstorm distorts you.
That's
Happiness
Dylan.
comes. White pearls,
Can
but
you hear
yellow and
me?
red in the eye.
Oh, come on, Dylan. I'm here. I found you.
Into the way. You've always been near you. You want this to be true.
Do you know who I am? Oh, you know me. Say it.
You are Dylan Faden's sister.
He's talking in the third person. Always a good sign. Do you know who you are?
Not Dylan. Trench and Darling made sure of that. I'm P6. P6. But I'm better now. The hiss made me better.
Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been the new you. You want this
Can you
to
stop
be
that?
true.
Please. Not exactly the reunion I'd hoped for.
It feels good to say those words. I want to say them. They sound good. They make me feel good. Don't you want to say them too?
No. Fuck off, no. You need to help me get this thing out of his head. If he is still in there, if there is anything left, you have to help me.
You! You came in through the hole in you! We let you in! You've always been here! The only truth! A copy of a copy of a copy of a copy!
Stop it!
Orange peel!
Shit! Shit! He can see you. This is not safe.
We found Polaris together with my sister when we were very small, in Ordinary, in the desert, through the door opened up by the slide projector. But she didn't help when Trench took me away. She didn't give me any powers. All the powers are my own powers. She didn't help when they locked me up for years.
After the song time for applause, we build you till nothing remains. The egg cracks and the truth will emerge out of you. You are home.
The Bureau brought the slide projector back here with me. And the Bureau did what the Bureau does. They used it. And they found... They opened the door up to the hiss. That's the only thing I can thank them for.
There. There it is. We stopped the Altered World event in Ordinary when we shut down the slide projector. And now the projector's here.
An earworm is a tune you can't stop humming in a dream. Baby, 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 yeah. Just plastic. So safe. Nothing to worry about. Funny.
I welcomed the hiss. I let it in. To get rid of her. The hiss set me free. Polaris is using you. The Bureau is using you. You are a puppet.
You can almost hear our words, but you forget.
If we shut off the slide projector, maybe that will stop the hiss.
In your regulations.
Maybe it's not too late for my brother.
You must see the truth for yourself, Jesse. Sister. The horrible truth about the Bureau. The hiss is the better option. Go to the Prime Candidate program in the containment sector. I have the keycard to get you there. Salvador wanted me to have it.
Wanted? Bullshit. I saw what the hiss did to Salvador. What it turned him into. Okay, Dylan. I'll go. I want to see the truth for myself. I'll go. But only to look for the slide projector. You can help me. We can end this.
You are a worm through time. You are a worm through time. thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes,
Oh.
white pearl.
Okay, first of all, that was a lot to take in. But did I just get... I did get clearance level 6. Cool. That means there's a couple of places I can explore off screen, but wasn't it... I don't have the map right now. Was in the research sector? That door, that was a level 6, and I think there was a potential control point behind it. I have a feeling that may be related to a side quest or something more important, so that area I will not explore off screen. But looks like I have a side quest from him.
I don't know what else I'm hoping to find here.
Dylan. Can we talk?
I'd like to tell you about a dream I had last night.
Off to a good start.
Okay. I'm listening.
I was back in Ordinary, before all of this happened. But in the dream, I was alone. It was just me. I was the only child. A girl. My name was Jesse Dylan Faden. But then the Bureau came and caught me, brought me back here, locked me up. Have you ever noticed that our names, Jesse, Dylan, they could be girls' names, boys' names, could be anything. Don't you find that weird? I find that weird.
Sure. What the hell was that? Is he trying to mess with me?
You are a worm through time. The thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls.
Okay, but why are you showing me...
Maybe Dylan's still in there. Maybe there's a way to reach him.
I'd like to talk to my brother, please. Dylan?
Dylan would like to tell you about a dream he had just now.
This again?
I was going to be the new director of this place. I helped you get a job here, so that we could be together. You were an office assistant. You'd make coffee and deliver the mail, and there was always plenty of work to do. And it stayed that way, forever and ever. It was nice. Really nice.
That's debatable.
But here's the strange thing. The dream shifted, and none of it was real anymore. It was a game. We were in a game, and it was a fucking boring game. But you couldn't stop playing. And then it shifted again. Or maybe it was another dream already. Or maybe I'm just confusing them. But in this other dream, it was more like a musical. This is an ordinary song about an ordinary girl from an ordinary town. It's the ordinary story. She worked an ordinary job in an ordinary office and something. And that's all I can remember of that dream.
Maybe that's for the best.
You are a worm through time.
Was that... I think definitely that was a bit of a fourth wall break regarding that. You're playing a game, you know, you couldn't stop playing. Anything else?
Maybe I can learn more about the hiss from him.
Can we talk?
I just had an interesting dream.
Shit.
That's fascinating, but let's talk about the hiss for a change, yeah?
This dream was about the hiss.
Best I'm gonna get.
In my dream, the hiss had broken free of this prison this house, I'd set it free. And the president himself was there to welcome us. He was the first one to take the hiss in. Spread the word. At first, many people thought it was horrifying. That he was horrifying. But also, many people who heard his words wanted to welcome the hiss in. And slowly, more and more of them came around until the whole world was brought together by the hiss. It was wonderful.
Okay, thanks for sharing that.
For the record, that will never happen. Not as long as I'm alive.
Okay, looks like there's more. Okay, I'm gonna do one more. And then I'll leave it here for this episode.
Maybe I'm just here to punish myself.
Any new dreams you'd like to share, Dylan?
I'm glad you asked, sister. This dream, like all dreams now, felt very real. Like reality. And reality now feels like a dream. Maybe it's all a dream. Maybe it's all real.
Dream where my brother endlessly tells me about his dreams.
I was in a dark place. And there was a dark man there. His name was Mr. Door. And he told me that there are many worlds, side by side, on top of each other, some inside of others. In one world, there was a writer who wrote a story about a cop. In another world, the cop was real. Door said he himself was in all of them at the same time, endlessly shifting between them. I asked him how I could reach these worlds. I wanted to bring the hiss there. But he didn't want to help me. He didn't like the idea. What did he know?
I'm not wild about the idea myself.
Through time, the thunderstorm
Oh, is that another Alan Awake Easter egg? It looks like I'm not getting any side quests from him, right? But now that I have the level 6, I can finish with Langston's Runaways as well. Okay, I'm gonna come back in the next episode and see how many things we can talk about. But for now, I'm gonna leave it here for this episode. Gonna clear out here, and not sure. Do I have any? No, I don't have any alerts to deal with. I'll check more off screen if I wanna explore some of the parts that I know I can explore with no issues. And yeah, next episode we're gonna focus on the old friends, finish with that one, and I don't know, maybe put the record on. Wasn't this that it said it was connected to the quarry? Trying to remember if that was the case, because maybe I can use that one, go to the quarry, do the old friends quest that is in the Black Rock quarry, and then from there make my way back. Or probably I'll keep it, as I said, take the lift to maintenance, make my way towards the janitor's office, see if I have something new, and we'd go from there. But for now, hopefully you enjoyed this episode, guys, and I'll see you next time. But as always, don't forget to take care.